2 days ago, my bunny, Barney, was choking, and it was the scariest 5 minutes of my life. And that's when I decided to make this video in order to help you, prepare you in case something like that ever happens. He is okay, thank God, but it's only because I had known that there was a bunny Heimlich maneuver, thanks to my friend Tracy Meadows, who I give a shout out and thank you to. Her bunny had choked, and she told me what had happened. So when it first happened to Barney, I was obviously in such a panic because it had never happened to him before. I thought he was sneezing, but he just kept coughing and then started making these awful gurgling sounds and had his nose in the air. And I panicked. I knew there was a Heimlich maneuver, but I was in such a panic I couldn't remember it. And this is why I say, please practice this move. That's my best piece of advice. You want to follow. I would watch this video straight through and then go and get your own stuffed bunny, because if you're a bunny parent, I know you have a stuffed bunny yourself, and practice, play the video again and practice along with it. And then go to the vet, demonstrate that, bring your stuffed bunny, demonstrate it, and he can tell you whether you're doing it correctly or not. First thing I did was I picked him up and I tried to clear his mouth because I thought there was something I could remove whatever was in a little bit. So I cleared his mouth and I was able to get a little bit of lettuce out, but that wasn't the whole problem, obviously, because he kept choking. You want to make sure that you are protecting your bunny's neck and spine as much as possible. The first suggested way is to hold your bunny like this, with supporting the neck with your palm and the back with the other arm, and you do a swinging motion like this. And this is meant to force the object or whatever's blocking out. You make sure you wipe the nose and wipe the mouth and just try and force it out. Now, if you are like me and you're not that big and you have a bigger bunny, you can do it other couple different ways. Another way is to hold the bunny like this against your chest, like that. Make sure that, again, that you're supporting the bunny completely underneath and his spine and neck. And you can bend over like this, and it does the same thing. It's going to try and get whatever is blocking out. Right, again, wipe the nose and mouth. What I did with Barney, because his neck he does have head tilt, and I wanted to keep him, I always try and keep him as upright as I can. So rather than holding him like this, I held him like this with my hand under. And he was big enough to fit in the crook of my arm, thank goodness. And I covered his head like this, and to protect him, and I did a rocking motion like this. And thankfully, this worked. All right, something started to come out, and when I brought him back, I was still in a bit of a panic, and I didn't realize at first that he was better, because I was just like, but I called my mom down, and we both looked at him just to double check and make sure, no, he is okay. Bunny on the floor, and you're going to press the sides of the chest gently in order to, well, you press the sides of the chest in order to try and get him to expel whatever is blocking. You can also do the back slaps if you need to. Hold your bunny upside down like this and slap their back like this. All right, you want to try and have a cupped hand so you're not damaging the bunny's organs. But if it is an emergency and you're trying to save your bunny's life, this is what you have to do. And again, you wipe, make sure you keep wiping, make sure there's stuff out. But I did take Barney to the vet the next day so he could be listened to. It's really important that even though the bunny has stopped choking, you take them to the vet the next day, because they could have gotten fluid back up in their lungs where they could get an infection. Barney's already on antibiotics, so we're just continuing them. It's really hard to stay calm in that situation. I didn't, and again, I think what would have helped me is practicing it beforehand. Also try, if you can, to think positive. My immediate thoughts were, my bunny's gonna die because I don't know what to do. And that was not helping at all, that was making it worse. if you can, and if you have practice ahead of time, you can start thinking to yourself, I know what to do, my buddy's going to live, he's going to be fine. And then that will help you calm down, and it will also help your bunny too, because your bunny is going to obviously be in great distress at that moment, and you don't want to do anything to add to it. So I really hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for listening. If you've had experience like this, please leave me a comment. I think we definitely learn from each other. And thank you.